Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Vanessa from The Whole Story, and today I wanted to take a minute and talk about the Fitspo craze. If you have an Instagram, Twitter, Facebook account, there is no doubt that you have been a witness to some of the Fitspo, I don't know, memes, pictures, and posts that people put up on a regular basis. Now, I guess first of all, I want to say that I think finding fitness motivation is incredibly important. I know a lot of people fall off the fitness wagon on a regular basis because they just can't keep up that momentum. So I think there's a time and a place to get some inspiration from outside sources. Excuse me. However, I think that sometimes it does a lot more harm than good, unfortunately. I see a ton of pictures of women with unrealistic goals that, unrealistic bodies I should say, that everyday women and young girls are seeing on a regular basis. If your job is to stay ripped and fit, that's awesome. If you're a normal person and to maintain that level of fitness, it's a little less realistic for you, then that can be incredibly exhausting. Now, I'm a big fan of a more general way of staying motivated, you know, something where you can look up to yourself. You know, I'm lifting more than I was a month ago. I feel stronger than I did a couple weeks ago. I look awesome, but I'm not trying to look like somebody. I think that's when you can get into kind of dangerous territory because not everybody's body type is meant to do the same things. You know, just because a girl has a six-pack doesn't mean that that's realistic for you. And if it is, maybe the way to get to that isn't healthy. I'm just generalizing here in general because I want to make a point to say you can absolutely have goals. You can make some very high and lofty goals, and those can be really great for you, but I just think it's important to point out that every body type is different, and when you start making goals based on what someone else looks like, that's when it gets into more, you know, self-loathing territory. See those memes and those Instagram posts out there that say things like, you know, don't give up, don't quit, no rest days, you know, if it hurts, or what is it, pain is weakness leaving the body, I believe. Those kinds of things are a little extreme in my opinion, and they can kind of lead someone to push themselves beyond their limits and to injure themselves. And that's not cool, guys. I guess this kind of leads up to a recommendation that I have recently found and I absolutely love. Now, at first glance, this is gonna seem like the opposite of what I just said about unattainable goals and pushing yourself too hard, but stick with me. Okay, so all of us have heard of Women's Health, Fitness Magazine, Women's whatever magazine, and it is a magazine geared towards women that is filled 90% with garbage, and then there are like 3 workout suggestions in there. And most of the time, it's like, get skinny in 3 days, or eat your way to a size 2 over the holiday. And again, totally unrealistic goals, just trying to sell magazines. So several months ago, I was in the grocery store and I happened to go to the magazine section. A magazine that I really love, even though I am not a runner, is Runner's World. Runner's World is incredibly positive. It has great sources. They have great information for runners and people interested in fitness. Overall, product reviews. It's just a super legit magazine that doesn't boast too much about getting the perfect female body. So anyway, I was in the magazine section looking for that magazine when I came across this Strong Fitness magazine. I had never seen this before. So let's look at the picture. It's a little Fitspo-y, you know, she's looking behind. You can see her very plump bottom, and she looks pretty ripped. Now, that's cool. I think that's an awesome body, and an athletic build is pretty rad. But once you get past the kind of, you know, it's a magazine. It has to have a flashy cover for people to pick it up. And the one I got, the first issue I ever got, was kind of similar. The woman was wearing a little bit more clothing and she was holding a kettlebell, but it was kind of the same idea. But the cool thing is, when you open this magazine up, it is full of interesting information. There are true stories about incredible female athletes and women in general who have changed their lives with fitness of all shapes and sizes. It has functional workouts, strength training, HIIT, and a lot of equipment ideas for new workouts. They give you a ton of options and they're full workouts. I think in a lot of the other magazines I've seen, they give you like 5 moves for abs, and it's like things you've seen over and over again, which is fine because a lot of those tried and true exercises are, you know, tried and true for a reason. But this one gives you some pretty unique workouts, full body workouts, workouts to target the glutes, you know, all of that stuff. And they have a ton of great product reviews in here that are more functional than flashy. So I just wanted to give this magazine a shout out because I think it is so well done. It's so inspirational. You know, like I said, the cover, yes, is a little, you know, sexy, but the information holds up and it has some really, you know, you can apply a lot of this to your everyday woman just looking to add fitness into their lives. So before I leave you with this recommendation to check out, and again, obviously I'm not sponsored, I'm not getting paid for this. This is just for real something I think is a great asset to, you know, use if you're just getting into fitness. And like I said, this magazine does not discriminate. This magazine has an article on a world-class powerlifter female. I think the lighting just changed. It has a story about a woman who lost, I believe, like 100 pounds running. So it has stuff for runners. There's some yoga stuff in here. There is some cross training. I mean, it's just an incredible resource. Now, I'll end this video by just saying that if you're someone who is at the beginning of their fitness journey and you feel completely lost, that magazine is a great resource. There's of course a lot of free resources online that can help you as well. There are a ton of health and wellness websites with beginner workouts, beginner nutrition tips, etc. And I would love to help you. If you are a beginner and you feel a little lost, reach out to me, email me, comment below, and I will help get you started on something that hopefully you love to do in the long run. Everybody has to start somewhere with fitness. Not everyone grows up loving to run or lift weights. You know, it's something you kind of got to find your sweet spot and go with it. So if you are struggling right now, I would love to help. So like I said, email me or comment below and I will get back to you and we can figure something out. I just want to say that if Fitspo is something that motivates you, by all means, keep looking at the stuff. But I also want to say that if you find that it does more harm than good, then stop. Just stop looking at it because it's going to make you feel like you're never good enough. Like most media outlets, you know, even on the skinny spectrum, you know, there's so many negative images out there that girls see and just feel like they're never going to get to that point. That's the same with people who look at, you know, Fitspo stuff. It's just a different way of giving women unattainable goals. So just keep that in mind, you know, take it with a grain of salt. You can absolutely have role models. You can absolutely see pictures of people and go, wow, she looks really strong. She looks really fit. I aspire to a version of that. Just don't get stuck on a specific image and go, if I never look like that, I won't be happy, because you're absolutely right. You will never be happy if you look at life that way in any aspect of your life. You know, look for the resources out there that keep you motivated without making you feel less than you are. There's a great balance and you can find it. Please comment below if you are interested in my help, as well as if you have any suggestions as well. You know, what keeps you motivated? What resources are a great balance between motivation and realism? And yeah, I think that's it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will talk to you soon and have a good day. Bye.